Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark.
If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to another episode of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. For those of you familiar with 5th edition, keep in mind that all of our players are playing a custom class called the ClockTower Agent. We also play with a lot of house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. We explain these rules as they come up, so if you're just joining us, you may need to listen to previous episodes to clear up any confusion. We have a special guest for this arc. Wagonwheel is played by our good friend Tyler, and we're so lucky to have him on the show. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. As all of you watch the strange rune on top of the hatch that Wagonwheel has just slammed down, protecting all of you from the wisps that were trying to slowly but surely zap you to death, you look around and you seem to be in some sort of lowest basement cellar room. There are a lot of boxes and storage crates everywhere, as well as several shelves that line different areas of this room that have various different things stacked upon them. Some look like strange potion bottles, while other things just look like a corner where a bunch of people have been keeping the brooms. There's definitely an odd mix of eclectic items down here. It seems that, though there may not have always been some sort of weird cult inhabiting this church, from the items you see around, there definitely is now. And not really hidden at all, you see a large metal door with a giant sun engraved on its face.
That's the big door, I think.
Ow. Just looks down at himself and sees like the smoking remains of his jacket. We should take a break. I don't hear anybody up here.
Rock, of course, check their pocket watch.
Got about an hour left.
We have an hour.
And you guys are pretty tired because you've been walking through sewers and catacombs for about an hour.
10 minutes?
Oh, about several hours, sorry.
Yeah, just a couple minutes. Just a short, quick break.
All right. Did anybody object to this?
No, I mean, I can put up some fake walls, maybe try to help people a little bit, you know. Ellie, is there light in this room?
Not really.
Okay, in which case the dancing lights will kind of swirl around the ceiling and try to give general light.
Okay.
Wagonwheel's just gonna chill out in the corner with holding his little bone knife now.
Does Wagonwheel sit with his feet out?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, wait. No. He sits like a duck.
Dropped onto his feet. So while we're all taking this break, hey Wagonwheel.
Wagonwheel.
So I have a question. After we fix this problem, what are you going to do? Are you going to go on a journey? Are you going to find some friends and...
He points at you all and says, in Sam's voice, friends.
Yes, we are your friends, Wagonwheel, but we're gonna have to leave after our mission is done.
Yeah, they won't let us stay.
He just looks at you guys confused.
Rock is going to do the same thing they usually do. Go off into a corner, not with the main group, just a little bit of distance, and not be a part of this conversation.
Sam is going to follow you. Not in the sense of like try to hide with you, but more of go over to talk to you.
All right. Rock kind of just sits up near a wall, just kind of tilt their head down and take some deep breaths.
Rock?
Oh, hey Sam, what's up? Just taking a rest. We gotta fight the other side of that door, I guess. I don't know. I'm beat, but got like an hour left.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of looking a bit scorched there. Could I help with that?
If you can, that'd be great. My entire backside has been lit up by tiny balls of light.
That seems disturbingly painful. I think I can help. Here. And Sam is going to kind of like hesitantly rest a hand on you and say, well, whenever you've been there, you've always really shown that you will never give up. And I have to rely on that. I mean, I know it's kind of a figure of speech and kind of a pun on your name, but you are really like the rock of this team. And Sam's going to cast Healing Word on you.
That means a lot. I appreciate that.
Well, of course. I'm sorry that I can't do more for you.
Nah, man, you obliterated some rats and literally murdered a ghoul in one shot. Or
I mean,
whatever that thing was.
Besides from this, I know I've kind of been out of it the last couple of missions, but...
Man, it's water under the bridge. You've been a great help recently.
Right.
And that it's nice to know I have somebody to watch my back.
Well, I'll always be here. I mean, I don't think I'm going anyplace. And if I am, I'll just pop back up at the couch, right? Same as usual. And you gain 5 help points.
I'm going to write down my help points, but Rock will probably say one last thing akin to, I know you always got my back. You have a great view, considering, they put their hand out and they like motion shortwise and they kind of like half smile.
I mean, I try. That's all we really can do, right?
Yeah.
And by the rest of the group, how long are you guys waiting down here?
I think we said 10 minutes.
Yeah, like 10 minutes, 15.
How long is a short rest? Isn't it an hour?
Short rest is an hour.
Yeah, no, we're not getting a short rest.
Depending on your,
Yeah, you're not going to have the time to take a short rest, however.
A breath.
Yeah. You guys definitely take a moment. What are you guys saying? Or are you just kind of sitting in silence at this point?
Wagonwheel, if you get the chance, I know we're not going to always be here, but do something good. Help people. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But you have a lot of skills, and I think if you use those to help others, it might get you more friends than you can count. I'm not sure, but I hope that's how the world works. Yeah, at least.
Wagonwheel will just kind of turn between Jaeger and Reagan, looking confused and probably a little scared at this point, and just say, there's no going back. I'm here to fix this. This is your home now, Wagonwheel.
Jaeger looks to Reagan and looks back at Wagonwheel before dropping to a kneel next to him and sort of putting a hand on his shoulder. Our job makes us go to so many places, see so many things. The one downside, or upside, I don't know, but the one constant we have is the 3 of us, or the 4 of us, and knowing that we won't see the places we go again. But if we can leave those places better than we found them, then we did something right. Wagonwheel, I would like you to be the one to make this place better for me, if you could.
I'm here to fix this. And he just says that over and over again, quietly, just holding this bone knife in this church pantry.
And from underneath the large door, you guys see a sort of pulsing flash of light. And you can almost hear a sort of choir-like chant humming behind it. It sounds familiar to most of you.
Rock would get up, look towards the crew and go, well, motion to the door and goes, who wants to kick it down?
Reagan puts his hand on Jaeger's shoulder. He'll be okay. It's time to go.
I know. He's strong. You're strong.
Wagonwheel.
You are. And Jaeger gets up and joins the others.
Well, considering none of you know how to pick locks except for Wagonwheel.
Yeah.
Wagonwheel will just reach into his bag, pull out this pile of lockpicks, and start working at this door. 10?
Well, how many lockpicks do you have?
Got a whole kit.
Well, we'll say you have like 5. If that one breaks, you gotta pick that one out of the lock. That'll be a real short mission.
Oh, shit. Toss it over his shoulder. Try again. Natural 20.
Hey! Wagonwheel, with a determined look, pulls out another lockpick and starts delicately moving the two as he puts tension on one and starts very quickly moving the other one back and forth. And then suddenly you guys hear a click as the doors, with a very loud rumbling, go and start to open before you. It's not quiet at all as the stone doors move on their own, opening to a full extent as all 5 of you are standing in front of the room before you. The room before you is what looks like some sort of altar room. There are numerous statues lining the walls of this strange room. These statues all seem to depict a creature in full armor of humanoid shape, though every exposed part of them underneath the armor looks to be made out of fire. The massive sword that it holds in its hands seem to be incredibly detailed and very powerful. And the same holy symbol that Wagonwheel has been showing you, which is a sword wreathed in flames, is at the base of each of these statues. However, on parts of the walls where it seems like the same holy symbol should be carved into the stone in a great relief as if to honor this god, banners have been tossed over all of those holy symbols, the big ones. And the banner instead is of a bright sunburst on a black background with a peering eye that has multiple eyes within it looking out. So, you all see that banner covering what you can only assume would be the massive release of the holy symbol. All of this is almost negligible detail to the massive centerpiece in this room, which would normally be a big altar that might hold some sort of item, like a massive sword or whatever they have here. Maybe relics of the Church of Valerion. However, now, looking at it, you see 2 golden revolvers that are floating above the altar. And above them is a small, maybe a little bit smaller than a basketball, glowing, pulsing ball of light that seems like it is being almost fed by streams of energy and light coming out of these revolvers. And at the very edges of each of the revolvers, it looks like they're starting to erode away. And behind them, there is one of those people in the red and yellow robes, chanting and moving its hands above the light. And Reagan and Sam, more than Jaeger and Rock, immediately recognize that light. If it's not the same light, it is so incredibly similar to the one you saw in the Gray City that it invokes terrible memories in everyone. And this light, if anything, feels hungry. Roll for initiative. All right, the initiative order is Jaeger, Wagonwheel, Sam, Reagan, the Priest, Rock.
Oh, come on!
Get your damage
Why
in
is
now.
it me? Always!
strike him. Strike him down.
Always me.
The priest currently seems to be conducting some sort of terrible ritual, but definitely knows you're here. Ain't no surprise round on this one. Jaeger, it's to you.
Yeah, Jaeger's gonna dash forward. Well, not dash. Jaeger's gonna run forward to the left and try to find some cover in the room as far as possible away from the rest of the team before pulling his rifle and firing at the priest himself.
Okay.
12 to hit.
You hit. Roll damage.
Oh shit, for real?
Wait, actually, let me...
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Contest.
Ooh!
And Jaeger died.
It's possible. Yeah, I would like to, if I hit, besides the crit, I would like to escalate that shit and I want to shoot the wall behind him, ricochet it off the wall behind him, and have it hit him in the back of the, like, in his back instead of hitting him from the front. Just throw him off. Just throw him off.
All right. If you succeed, it's critical. He's going to catch your bullet and set you on fire.
What the fuck? That's not a cleric, that's a monk.
Oh my god!
No, it's a clunk.
Let me set that a little bit better. If he wins, he is going to like hold his hand and stop your bullet with the power of this strange light that he's got as it like disintegrates into the light, and then he's gonna snap his fingers and set you on fire.
Gotcha.
Make more
All right.
sense?
Yeah.
I hope you win this year.
Deflect missiles, create bonfire.
11?
12.
Wait! Clock tower dice?
Can you use clock tower dice on
I was gonna ask the
escalation?
same thing.
We don't know.
Have we set this
They're
precedent?
fate-based dice.
I don't believe.
I don't. Have we?
so.
Oh, have we had a contestant before?
Not for ClockTower dice.
Not for. We haven't.
All right. On escalations, it is a flat roll, no bonuses, no
Got it.
additions. It is just up to the fate of a random roll.
All right. Well, Jaeger is now on flame.
Yep. I am cooking.
Great.
Southern barbecue.
Love it.
Smoked.
Southern barbecue.
This round, the fire does 2 damage.
Oh, this right.
You
You
best
can
put
use your
that out.
movement at any time to roll around and get it out.
Wow, so kind of the movement only.
Yeah, oh, that's super kind. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's an escalation fire spell, not like one of his actual spells, so like,
That's fair.
yeah. I'm gonna be real nice with it.
Benevolent. Eldritch being.
Oh no.
Benevolent.
No. I'm benevolent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This man is not.
No, you're the
But you know
benevolent
who also
Eldritch being.
isn't benevolent? Wagonwheel.
Wagon wheel.
Do your worst, wheel of wagon.
Wagon wheel is going to flank to the opposite direction that Jaeger went and try and kick this man probably in the nuts.
Yeah.
But first, he's going to use his insightful fighting. So I would like this man to make a deception check against Wagon Wheel.
Does a 3 do it?
Most certainly not. So I get sneak attack.
Yikes.
Is a 12 gonna do it?
Contest.
Pull it.
This is gonna be real
Wait.
bad.
Clock tower dice.
Oh.
That's my last
You made this
Add
class.
3.
So you gotta
15,
make it-
boyo.
Does a 15 do it?
That will do it.
Excellent. Wagon Wheel's just going to run up and in 3 different voices scream, "Alex is dead, you bastard." 11 damage to this man's nuts.
Specifically.
Just Wagon Wheel, 3 foot tall, jump up screaming, kick into the nut.
Ooh, we do it to the nut.
Individual
Into the
nut.
nut. Just the one.
Individual nut.
Crack.
Nutcracker, per se.
Oh man. Hey man, how's Clock Tower? Yeah, we dick kicked a priest.
I was got set on fire in a church. It's weird.
Oh my god. That man dissipated your bullet and then snapped his fingers and you had a little flame in your tushy.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is move standard bonus. I'm all out.
Sam, that's you.
In that case,
Oh. Sorry, 1 second. As you kick him, your like small bird foot slams in between like the robes and folds of this priest, and his hood kind of like falls back a little bit, and his skin looks like it's like on fire but not burning. Like it looks like it's like turning into light at certain points and coming off as if like light particles. Like, you know those small dust particles in light? That's what it looks like he's slowly turning into. And he looks rather unfazed by the kick.
Oh no.
Sam, it's your turn.
He has no nuts.
Sam is going to dive into a place where he can hide, probably around a pillar, if there's a pillar, and with a glowing purple bead of light, just throw a blast of fairy fire at this priest, making sure that in 20-foot cube it only hits him and not Wagonwheel.
Okay.
Just make it a dexterity saving throw.
Does a 10 do it?
No.
He fails.
In which case, he lights up in a big, stupid violet light, and everyone has advantage to hit him. Also, all the lights around the room go out, because I can only concentrate on one thing.
Oh, right.
But
well, it's very bright. out in the pantry storage basement room, way dark now. But in here, stupid bright.
Thankfully, he's very violet.
Yeah, it's a weird contrast with like his glowing white and almost yellowy orange skin and the purple violet, like almost rim lighting outline that he's got all over him now. That makes it Reagan's turn.
I want to move to the corner across from Sam and take a shot at this priest man. 16.
That hits. Easy.
Oh, also keep in mind that you have advantage on this.
Oh yeah, fish for the critical.
10.
10 damage? Yeah. All right. Your shot slams into him and he hardly flinches and is looking at everybody. And his eyes don't even have pupils or any color to them. They're just white, burning lights.
I would also like to use my bonus action to reload.
Good note. The priest, after like a quick, what is that, like 6 seconds of a small bird thing running up, kicking him, managing to catch one of the shots and set somebody on fire, and then getting shot and lit up in a purple violet light, he says, "You can't stop me now. I have seen the light of Ulm, and I will bring it to this world. This world will never want for anything again." He looks at all of you as he says, "You're all here to stop me. You are evil heretics." And he's going to hold his hand out to that growing ball of light, and he's going to throw it at Wagonwheel. No! Wagonwheel, make a dexterity check.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, who I... 25.
That saves, which means you're only taking half of this damage.
Ah, shit.
Do you have evasion?
No. We're level
no.
like 4, dog.
Soon.
Just quick note. Reagan yells, "Wagonwheel, no!"
29 damage halved is...
I'm in the fight still, baby. I've
As
got 9 health, but I'm here.
Wagonwheel manages to jump out of the way just barely of the light connecting with Wagonwheel, but it seems like the parts of the aura of the light that still touched Wagonwheel started to, like, consume parts of Wagonwheel, and there are small, like, patches all over Wagonwheel and of Wagonwheel's clothes that have just been, like, completely absorbed in light, and Wagonwheel has that slow sort of particle effect that the priest has on himself on the light as well.
Wagonwheel screams.
Where does he end up?
He's still in the same place, but he just, like, dodged the light, like, oh god. Now Rock's turn.
Okay, so before Rock does anything, I want to ask. Rock sees this priest man, light burning into his flesh, with the weapons on the table, correct? The light is giving him power?
You're not sure. It looks kind of like it's absorbing him too. But he definitely just, like, picked it up like it wasn't no thing and threw it at Wagonwheel. So, and also, as he threw it, it, like, hit the ground and, like, disintegrated part of the floor and part of Wagonwheel as well, and then immediately rubber banded back to its position above the weapon.
Everyone else is doing it. Sounds like a good idea. Let me get to a pillar, please. There's a pillar that I can run to for cover. In fact, is there a pillar that would be close enough that if theoretically cut down would fall towards him? or on top of the altar?
Not really. There aren't really very many pillars in here. There are like several statues in alcoves lining the wall, but it's kind of like everybody's just kind of run to corners primarily.
There's nothing near the altar that, if cut down, would fall on top of it.
No, not really. But you do see Wagonwheel pretty much 1v1ing this man right now.
Do I have enough speed to get up to the man?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're getting up to the man. Is the boy now flanked?
Yeah, you're flanking him. And even if you weren't flanking him, you had advantage from Fairy Fire.
All right.
Fortunately, advantage doesn't stack.
Roll that dice 17 times.
As I go to attack him, Rock yells, "Nobody hurts my bird!" And then he's a bird.
Wagonwheel.
18.
That hits.
9 damage. And then what I'll probably do is I'll like run up to him and I'll go for the nice like just stab motion. Try to get him right through.
You definitely stabbing forward, cut into part of his cloak as he like a light underneath his robe shines brightly as if you've just cut a hole in whatever fabric was thinly veiling a deep and very, very luminous light beneath him.
Got it.
Jaeger, it's your turn.
That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
All right.
As I just fire another shot to him, just yell out, "Leave our friend alone!"
Your shot slams into him again, and from the pinhole of a shot that rips a hole through his robe, you see another beam of light coming as he's just hardly phased by the many attacks coming in at him. Wagonwheel.
Wagonwheel pulls out the little bone knife and screams. He's gonna stab this man several times. Does a 23 do
Yeah,
it?
you hit.
Yeah, okay.
His AC is 12, guys.
11 damage for the first attack, and as he stabs him, Wagonwheel immediately reels back and goes to roundhouse kick this man in the head while screaming, "After everything I have done for you, Wagonwheel, this is how you repay me?" 23 again,
Oh my god. Kick his ass, Wagonwheel.
for another 5 damage.
His robe is getting to be in tatters as he's just still looking pretty resolute. Sam, your turn.
Sam is going to look this half light, half man dead in the eyes, and then with kind of a weird translucent glow over their words and over their eyes, they say, "Stop." And Sam's going to try and cast command on them. Make a wisdom save.
25.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that beats a 12.
Yeah.
Good try though.
Is that turn? Reagan, your turn.
This might be a really stupid idea.
Go for it. Let's go.
I want to calmly walk up to the priest with my sword laid flat in my hands as an offering, walking up to the altar. I finally see the light. Will you take this as an offering?
Are you lying?
Yes, I'm lying!
All right, roll a
I mean-
deception check.
Just, everyone's like,
Can I?
We're deception.
I'm using a lucky.
Oh,
Okay.
There we go.
You can burn them all 3 on this roll.
Oh my!
What'd you get?
The same. I got
You
6 twice.
You still have
You
more
can
lucky.
re-roll it.
I think you can only
You can only use
roll
lucky
Yeah.
once at a time.
One of them.
No.
because you have to choose either of those 2 rolls.
Maybe his charisma save is low.
And ClockTower. 12.
Does anybody else want to try to do a clock of the tower?
He got 21.
Jeez.
Okay. High wisdom,
Saves.
good
Yeah.
charisma.
He
Like a priest.
Yeah.
he looks
Never
at
mind.
you. He doesn't seem convinced. Also, it does look like the light is slowly disintegrating the altar itself too. Like it's just absorbing anything around it. It looks like it lacks any sort of containment.
I want to shoot the light.
Well, we will have to wait for next turn to do that, because without taking the attack action, you can't take an attack bonus action.
Okay, cool.
So...
I am gonna reach for the weapons? Can I do that?
Can you do that as a bonus action?
Also, talking is a free
No.
action, so if you want
Talking
to
is a free action, but you decepting somebody is a full action.
So if you want to yell out to one of us like, hey, do this, we can do that on our next turn.
Yeah. Or it's just enter.
End turn, because
Okay. The priest holds its hand up to the light and then points his other hand as if offering something to Reagan and says, "You don't see the glory of the light yet, but you will." And 4 rays of light are going to jump out of his hand and try and hit you.
He could roll really badly.
Yeah.
Make it look
True.
He also has to hit you first.
14,
No.
critical.
Nope. ClockTower die.
Shit.
Making you get a 19.
It's actually a 29, but
Hey.
yeah, it's still
No,
not
not
a
20.
critical. Ah, so 1,
How bad is it?
a 3.
Let's go. Okay.
Only one so far.
Oh my god, he got another one.
How bad is it?
It's bad. So Reagan, from one of the lights that does defo hit you, you take 8 damage. And where it did hit you, you can already see that same sort of light particle effect starting to float towards the orb. And it feels really painful in a familiar way. This is significantly slower than the last time any of you felt this, though. And his other rays of light, instead of going towards you, just sort of go back into the light, and slowly his whole robes start to go back into the light, and he starts glowing like a whole lot as he starts like grabbing onto the like statue away from the altar, like grabbing onto the sword, and you hear him start muttering as he's like holding on to that sword, and you can like see him starting to get pulled like visibly towards the light as all of his robes are just getting closer and closer to light, as if it has a much greater pull on him than any of you right now. However, Wagonwheel and Reagan both feel a pull on them as well. And he starts like panicking, going, no, I'm not ready, I'm not, Hilarion. And he's grabbing onto the statue as he goes, Hilarion, please, help me. And then you see the statue's handle breaks as if by some sort of divine justice, and he slams onto the light and starts shining from like every part of him, just like a light bursting out of his eyes and his mouth as from his fingertips light starts scorching the room all over the place. Everybody make a dex check. Dex save, I should say. Rockets hit. 9 points damage.
I'm still up.
Oh.
And he erupts into the same light that like blinds all of you as the orb in the middle is starting to glow very bright and starting to consume the weapons more and more.
Shit.
Oh no.
Wagonwheel stabs it.
Wagonwheel, you stab the light and it just like completely disintegrates the bone dagger. It just absorbs it completely, turns into light and dust in your hands and just flies into the light. And you feel it starting to pull your hand towards it too. And it's big and bright and beautiful and very, very tempting.
This light just burns.
As Wagonwheel pulls his hand away.
Then he points at it. Big fucking rat.
The weapons aren't completely consumed by the light yet, but in a few moments they absolutely will be. And there's nothing stopping any of you from taking whatever damage that light throws at you by just grabbing the weapons and wrenching them off of the altar. But all of you have a distinct feeling that once you do so, mission's over.
Sam is going to rush over and give Wagonwheel just the biggest hug they possibly can. And turn to them and say, hey, we'll always be friends, and I know whatever you decide to do, you'll fix it. And then we'll move over to wait by the table.
As all of you, everybody else, realize you're quickly running out of time.
Jaeger sprints over and hugs Wagonwheel as well and says, "You're the greatest friend our family has ever had. Goodbye, Wagonwheel." And runs over to sit next to Sam.
Rock will just turn around from where they're standing, put their 2 fingers up to their forehead, look at Wagonwheel, and just give a very soft salute. Take care, you powerful, small thing, you. Take care. And then Rock's gonna turn away.
Reagan, for the last time, scoops Wagonwheel behind them, says, "Thank you, buddy, for everything," and grabs the weapons.
And you feel the light starting to disintegrate your fingers as you're reaching forward. And with force of will and determination, as you steal one last look at Wagonwheel,
Wagonwheel says, in several different voices, "My name is Wagonwheel. I'm from the ClockTower. I'm going to fix this."
and you pull the weapons away.
Hey, Ellie again. Thank you for listening. As always, I'd like to thank our producer, Who's, at who's.music. And I would also like to thank our sponsor, Alpha Lupine Images, for donating the equipment to help us make more content with better quality. Thank you to Darbii, Cal, Parker, Trent, and Tyler for their great performances. I want to give an extra big thank you to Tyler for his work as a guest star. We appreciate everything you've done for us and love you a ton. You can check out more of Tyler, as well as Parker and myself, as players at Campfires and Escalations on YouTube. C&E is entirely produced and edited by Tyler, so show it some love. And as always, thanks again for listening. If you would like to support us, visit our website, clocktoweragent.com, and click the button that says support us. Or visit patreon.com/clocktower. We have 3 tiers, and all of them unlock different benefits. One of those benefits is clocking those towers, the Clock Tower post show. Recorded after every episode, and you can come listen to our honest reactions. If you do decide to support us, thank you. And as always, we release on a bi-weekly basis. So episode 21 will be out on Friday, April 22nd. I said that wrong. Will be out on Friday, April 2nd. Until then, time's ticking. See you in the Clock Tower.